Alright, let's just see if everything's connected properly. My music needs to come down a bit. I'm assuming you guys can hear me. I'm about to start cinema show. Before I start, I see your comment. There's no 15-minute delay. I think there's a 10-15 second delay on YouTube. But I'm assuming the sound is okay. It looks like my mic's being picked up. So goodbye and see you after the game again. Alright. Hang on, it is showing. Alright. Oh, B3. I'm getting cold shower cowboyed. Oh shit. Okay, I've got a line for this, but I don't remember it. It's one of these pawns. Oopsie, it's one of these pawns first. Let me just try and remember. Is this cheating if I use the like first second? Because he's already caught me off guard in the first move. Okay. I do think it's this. So I'm gonna go ahead and play E5. So now the time is clocking. So I said in the chat now, this is Mono El Popetito versus Gilbert. And they are cold shower. So the cold shower point is actually one of our teammates, Prosty, played B3 versus their opponent, and they told us in the team channel before the before the game was starting, like, you know, they're preparing the cold shower, they're gonna give the opponent a surprise. And then the opponent played like pre-moved H5 on move 1, which I thought was quite hilarious. So yeah, so the cold shower was met by like the mud bath, which seemed very funny. Okay. I'm kind of remembering at least how the line starts. And for those of you who are like, whoa, what? It is a Gambit line. I didn't expect B3 though. I thought it was going to be a Nimzo. Actually, this was also kind of funny. I'm preparing for this game. Gilbert. I'm going to say Gilbert. I don't know if that's incorrect. I don't want to say Bert. That seems not the full name. So I told the opponent, oh, I looked at your opening tree. What's this? There's only like, what do you call it? There's only like 20 games in there for the last year. And he's all like, oh yes, you know, sorry, it's only League games. I don't really play other games nowadays. And I was like, oh, that's fine. Obviously, it's okay. Not much prep I can do with that. But then he actually, later on that day, he came back to the, or like, discussion on Slack, and he shared me like a bunch of other links, like here's my chess.com account and here's like something else, and I was just like, whoa, what? So I laughed. My reaction was definitely one of humor. I thought that was very funny. I was very unclear about what exactly just happened. I don't think people normally give you all their accounts, so that was a bit of a strange one. Gilbert, if you're watching this later, the mind game started early, I'm guessing, yeah. It wasn't the big deal. I didn't want to look at them. It felt kind of weird, like having someone else give you all their accounts to go look at, so I just stuck with the League S account that I did find, kind of just in the normal way. And just looked further back. And there I found that they had played a lot of D4, E4s. I was expecting a Nimzo, but clearly that's not what's happening here. Okay, so they do take the pawn. Now I go A6, and I'm guessing they're gonna take my knight, because otherwise I think I can just take their bishop. So yeah, and now I take back, hitting that bishop again. Meekly, if you're watching this, I actually think you played a game like this against someone else a while back, and I told you that you played the theory much better than me. Because actually right now I'm already kind of forgetting what exactly the theory is. I know there's kind of two main moves. There's this, and there's this. And I think going back this way, I actually don't really remember exactly, but I think the point is I'm gonna get fast play in like this way, and castle, I don't remember which way I'm supposed to castle, and at some point I think I'm also supposed to try and play d4. So this could go really badly very fast. Playing a Gambit line when you're not kind of remembering the theory is kind of dangerous, so we'll have to see. For any of you who are here or watch this later and watched any of my stream from yesterday, on Saturday when I covered some games, so two things. Number one, I was exhausted, and I think it really showed towards the end of the stream. I was really struggling to hide yawning, and I just had no excitement left for any of the games. It was very interesting, but I couldn't express the emotion anymore. I was so tired. So stopped the stream before I even reached 2 hours, which is a bit shorter than normal. Okay, yeah, there we go. And you'll notice it's also super low tension today, because I'm still quite tired. Speaking of, I can't hear my own music. Is it too soft? I'll make it a tiny bit louder. Still can't hear it. Okay, so this is theory. Is this a move? I'm legit kind of forgetting what I'm supposed to do in this position. I know you can like play this out and then just kind of go with it, but I think I'm supposed to play here and here, and I'm also supposed to play this at some point. Is this now? Oh my shit. Oh my goodness, already forgot all the theory. Dangerous stuff, dangerous stuff. I feel like queen out is the move. But then at the same time I feel like maybe it's to move the h-pawn first. I do not remember. I also think there's like this. So, you know what, it is queen out I think, because then if they jump the knight out, that's like one line, and then they go here. Like this maybe. Here. Oh, I don't remember. Oh my goodness. This is gonna get bad quickly. Okay, it's not light bishop, that's just gonna hang. I feel like this pawn is involved. Oh man. I feel like the h-pawn is involved. Here, and then he plays there, and then I do this, and after he goes up, what do I do? Take once and push? That doesn't seem right. Maybe I'm supposed to push my queen up first. Ah, my goodness. I really don't remember. I think it's here, but after this, am I supposed to move my queen here? Oh, I really don't remember. Here, back, I guess. Then he goes, oh, but he can't go back because I've got pressure on the pawn still. So what, queen, knight, pin, here, back one. And then what, he castles? I'm pretty sure the 8th pawn's supposed to be involved. Oh my goodness. This is bad. Or is it that I'm supposed to move my queen? I can double up the pawn there, but I don't know if that really matters. Wow, super. And this is the line that I liked actually when I prepped this whenever ago, because I didn't like this line so much. We're actually going the way I wanted to go. I just don't remember any of it. Oh, shitsies. I think I'm supposed to my king up, queen up. I think I'm supposed to push my pawn up. It's just that the pawn move seems like, I don't know, knight here and then I push again. Like, is that a move? I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. I mean, I can sack a rook and a pawn for the two minor pieces. Is that good? Oh no, Meeks, tell me what the theory was. Alright, just checking in with the wife quick. All okay. Alright, I'm just gonna go for it. It's almost certainly the move to go. I'm just gonna go for it. If this is wrong, so be it. I can't take here because I take here. And you can come out with your queen, I guess. Take. I wonder if this was the move. Well, this was the move. Did I just make a massive mistake? Maybe this was h5 was the first move, so you can put the bishop here. Oh man, I think I messed up. Oh man. Alright, well at least it's not a theory game anymore, right? That's probably that's probably mission accomplished. That's probably good in terms of no one knowing what's going on anymore. Yeah, I think it was the pawn first. Shit. Okay. We're gonna go with it. We're just gonna keep going. I did like the general thing I was calculating here. Even if I just take and they take with the queen, I can castle. And then I can push here. Maybe there's something. If they take there, I can do this. Get the rook out. They probably put their knight down. Maybe I take the knight even. I'm not sure. Mostly confused about life at this point. Okay, well, my queen is hanging, so we're gonna make some moves here. Here they take. I guess I get this move in if they take then, right? Because the knight is pinned. Take. Here, man. This gets messy quickly. They could just be castling. Although then I guess I can start throwing pawns. Here they castle, I can castle. And then we're throwing pawns, and we're just gonna see what happens. Alright, I think this is the move for me. I think this is the move for me, right? This is not a kingpin, right? Take. Oh fuck, I lose a piece, don't I? Oh no. Oh, this is a disaster. Okay, what can I do? How can we complicate things a little bit? I can step into it. And then they even have a jump like this. And I have to take, and then the knight still defended, so I'm just down. I think this is my move, actually. Alright, yep, this is very much no theory at this point. I sacked a pawn, and then I ran my queen out, and then I almost lost the piece immediately. Gotta wake up. This... it's not a it's a Muppet or a puppet. I almost said this Muppet, but that's kind of insulting if it's not correct. Maybe I say this puppet is gonna kick my ass if I'm not careful. Fuck, the move was probably h5, hey. Ah, man. Very disappointing. Yeah, now like looking back at how the moves would have gone, I have so much regret. Okay, I've got some pressure over here, which could go along with the knight. If they take this pawn, it could go along with the knight and the rook actually, although knight press here would still be good enough to stop me. But at least with this I would get this move in. And actually in this situation, if you take here, take... Nah, it's only one pawn. You have to move your... Oh wow, okay, not even gonna. Fair enough. Just 8-5 meta for me at this point. Not really, because I still need to get more pressure on it. And here's a jump here. Oh, I do not like this at all. It just solves all of White's problems. My gambited pawn means absolutely nothing now. Should I just play down a pawn, just like develop my bishop and just be like, alright, I've lost a pawn, life, get castled. I think maybe. I don't know how else am I gonna play this like made up gambit on the spot. This doesn't help because he can just come back and stop me anyway. This doesn't work because I don't have enough pressure here. I need to do this first for this to work. Well, actually, maybe I should do this. It protects me once. And then I can still throw this pawn. Otherwise here, if he presses it away, when he just takes the pawn, then nothing. So here, then here. This comes out, he's going to start pressing his pieces in the middle. Oh man, I'm gonna be down 2 pawns if they actually take this. Maybe this is the move now, just give up. Admit defeat in a terrible opening castle. See if we can still have a game. Pretty sad, but what to do? If I go here, just running in circles. So you really don't want to trade off more minor pieces after you've lost a pawn and messed up your opening. I think we kind of have to though. Yeah, this does give me castle. This h5 idea is dead. Means nothing. If he would, like, if I could get the castle in, we could have a game, you know, they could push and I could try and defend. But I think I would just lose this pawn, have an isolated pawn, and kind of have nothing. Just be incredibly worse. Ugh. Yeah, okay. I admit defeat. I made a massive mistake. We are simply down. Maybe I'm following Val's advice. What did you tell me in the channel earlier today, Val? If you're here, repeat it in chat. Lose some pawns, eventually trap one of their pieces, lose some horns pawns, trap one more of their pieces later on, right? Maybe that's what we'll do. Wow, massively disappointing. Don't play Gambits if you don't remember even like the first 5 moves, guys. How many moves did I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. 6 or 7. I didn't even know the first 7 moves. I guess that's the point. Guess I'm gonna be studying up again. What's my queen doing on g6? Oh my goodness. Questions to be answered. I mean, there's no threat here. I take big whoop. That's still a very solid structure. I would have to work very hard. Yeah, there we go. Just before, in case there's some amazing something, but I don't think so. I can't do this, doesn't work, they come back. If I take this way, if I take with my pawn and just be like all out gung-ho, does that give me this? I guess if I take this way, they have to move their rook. And then after I do this, they have to move their pawn. If I take this way and they do this, then I attack it and I can do this afterwards. If they defend it, I can still push their queen away. I would have 2 completely isolated pawns, really stupid. But they would also have a very silly situation with a lot of light squares open around their king. Wow, is this worth it maybe? Take this way. You know, just for this. What if they just move their king, I guess? Then I can't, then there's nothing here. Then I just have to pin the knight. Okay, I think I've just kind of answered my own question here, to be honest. I'm going to take here, they're going to develop their knight or something. Doesn't help me, my king's in the open. I can castle long, but I don't know if it helps me either. Should I take this way and try and push pawns up the board? So if I go here, they can spoil my fun by just moving their king, right? get my pawn up. Castle. This push doesn't really do anything anymore. Well, I'm super considering this actually. It's probably a little bit too much. Just completely isolated pawns I can't defend any of. I go here. That doesn't matter. Even this doesn't matter so much, because I'll get the same kind of output. Open the knight, they have to defend it. I can push the king away. Oh man, we can actually draw. Are they higher rated than me? If they just walk out of the way though, then I don't know. Then I've just kind of got nothing. That seems really silly. Dare I isolate my 2D pawns for a dubious potential attack? Nope, that's absolutely silly. What are we talking about? Shame on anyone who thought I should do that. I am still kind of a fan of pushing the pawns on the king side though, no lies. It does still seem fun. Even something like this, throwing the knight away, opening up the diagonal, and when it runs back, if it runs back, yeah, then just straight here, and I get the exchange. And if not, I kick the knight, follow up with another pawn. I'll get one of the channels open, but maybe, I don't know. I don't actually know if this will work if I get 2 pawns there. Barbie told me the other day, why am I not throwing all my pawns up the board yesterday? Maybe that's what I'll be doing now, since I've put myself in kind of a worse position out of the opening. I mean, I see there's something like this, for instance. Oopsie. Here and then here, just doubling up on the knight, depending on how to develop this knight, being right here being the most obvious move. I can't defend it twice, so they'd have to take with their pawn. Get the rook, it has to move. Oh my goodness. I'm seeing mate options everywhere. I don't know if it's going to be that simple though. Probably here they're going to push. Would they push twice? That's kind of crazy. Then I probably would end up just throwing pawns up the board. Right, this way first. And then here. Alright, we got some ideas, I guess. Some ideas. I'd be a little bit scared of just rook over right now. That doesn't feel comfortable. Well, I guess here they push. I could actually push past to avoid opening up the file on my king. Checking in. Always good to check in. Alright, I've taken a lot of time, so maybe White wants to take a bit of time as well. Maybe white walked off. I made some chai from powder and it was pretty good, but now there's a lot left at the bottom. I don't know how I can get that. I think I need a spoon. Here we go. Here we go. Always important to get the rest. There we go. Okay. I somehow feel like this isn't the end of the world. I think it's because they don't have any bishops left. So I guess having the bishop pair for... Well, I don't have the bishop pair. Having the only remaining bishop for a pawn could be useful still. I mean, this actually looks like there might be some options here. After they take that way. Oh, they're actually just going to open up everything straight away. And if I push and they take, then my king's open. Then I go here, they check me, I get out of the way like by hand. What if I do this now and they take? Then I just do this, which is kind of my plan anyway, right? Oh, maybe this is actually pretty good for me. I go here, you take, I jump my knight. You're making me do the move I'm actually looking forward to doing. And if I do this, how would they counter? This way maybe? Just expanding in the middle. So in that case, should I push first? But then I open up my king. That seems crazy. So if I go here and they go here, and then I can't jump anymore. Right? That's kind of disaster town, unfortunately. I go there, they go here. I mean, then I probably just have to castle. One or the other, just get my king out of the way. And then if they take, I have to take back with my queen. But I can still put double pressure on this knight, which is pretty good. Pushing, taking. Not the biggest fan of that. Here, they check me. Maybe I do this. They take my knight. I'm hitting the rook, but they can just drop the knight in to protect it. They've got a clear presence in the middle of the board. I have to castle my king out of the way. I don't like pushing. So if I go here and they attack my... Yeah, I can still do this, and if they push twice, then all bets are off. I think this pawn structure would be a bit dicey. Probably long castling is even in the works then. If I go here and they take, I jump my knight out, that's exactly what I want. If I go here and they press the d pawn forward, things are not so rosy. Things are not so rosy at all. I mean, then they could even consider this, so I might have to take just to like get some pawns semi off. Here, take, then they might have like a pawn structure like this. Still pretty good, right? They can use the g-file to attack my pawn. I'd have to castle and use my rooks and my bishop to keep things safe. I think this is my best chance though. I don't know if I have many other good ways to... Sorry, mic on, mic on, mic on. I I absolutely don't want to lose the bishop though, so I guess the other option is I just take. But then they do this and they do push the d pawn anyway, and again I lose the... So I guess I could take once, which opens up this file, which is not the best. And then, okay, I'm just going to develop. I can take, or they can take, or whatever. They've got the d pawn push, which is fantastic for them, so I'm expecting h3 here. Because basically as soon as I get this move in, I think I'm actually doing really well. Because this comes with check. If they retake, that pawn would hang. So this and this would be, I think, best for white. Which means don't play it. Please. Fall asleep or something. Come on. Here. Here. This just seems absolutely silly. Jumping the knight can't happen. Moving the queen. I mean, I might even just take and get a check in and then jump over to attack that pawn. And if the queen protects it, I could probably attack it again with my queen. And then if you move it, I could still get on this diagonal for a check. And if you move there, I check you again. Okay, so that's probably out of the question. Rook move, I think, doesn't change anything. Not really. Knight up, I think, would be good for me. Pawn takes also walks into it. Why am I listening to Girl on Fire? Did this play somewhere? It must have played somewhere because it's in my head, so I must have heard it somewhere today. She's got her head on... What? She's got her head in the clouds? She's got her head in the clouds and she's not coming down. Karaoke is massive here in Japan, so I don't know if any of you like it, but obviously a very good pastime. Something that I never considered, but I think it's very natural if you actually live here, is just kind of going by yourself and booking a room and just practicing and singing the songs you like. Not really a thing that I ever thought about doing myself. Fuck. I mean, oops. I play d4. Alright, brilliant move for white. I mean, I could still, if I trade off these, I could still make them, but that doesn't help me at all. So what if I go back now and then I try this? Doesn't seem like it does much. Yeah, that's definitely a move. And if they go push here, then I have to move my... Well, if they push here and they move my queen, then maybe I'm happy to kind of force my queen to move somewhere. And then they have to watch out for this. So maybe it's okay. And if they take here, then I could take... They can hit me. I can get out of the way. Where? Here. I mean, they're just up a pawn, right? That's kind of the... So I can castle sideways to put my rook on this file as well, but... Because then if I do this... Well, then if I do this, if they take here, I take their queen. If they take this way, I take twice. But they're going to get their knight out and just connect rooks, and then it doesn't matter, does it? Yeah, that was definitely one of the best moves for them. Okay, probably got a castle. I don't taking... I mean, taking's fine, right? I don't think it's a problem, but I actually think not taking might be better, keeping that b pawn where it is. If they push past... I'm actually I don't actually mind that as much as I do the rest of the moves. I would rather keep a pawn in the center for a little bit longer. Clearly, the long castling looks dangerous right now. But I think they're still going to take a few moves. If I castle long, can I do something with my rooks that can kind of justify this craziness? They're going to get the other knight over here. I'll have to take at that point. Take back. Okay, I'm not taking. So, am I castling this way or this way? That's kind of the only moves I'm really worrying about here. Long castling kind of walks into their pawns, but they still have to prove they have a real attack here. On the other hand, I have to do the same. It does get my king safe and gives me some action on the d file, which doesn't matter because they're going to develop their knight and then their rooks both protect their queen. It does give both rooks space on this side of the board. This castle, what would I do with this? Kind of not really anything anyway though. Here, I could go here, I could go here. I'd probably go here though, to be honest. That also helps them protect. Oh, okay, hang on. If they do this, if this is the move that they're going for, which would make sense because it defends the other knight, allows their queen to move around. Does that change what I want to do? Here, not really. No, it doesn't. It doesn't really change much. Yeah, I feel very quickly I'm going to be the one just defending like crazy, so probably I have to go this way. Unless I go here now, they defend, and I do this. If I go here, well then I might as well just castle first. They go, I go here. If they move the king out of the way, I guess I'm coming in with the F pawn actually. Pull the other one over to the D file. Castle this way and they go here. All my goop moves become kind of pointless if I can't get anything done here. Okay, we're gonna castle safe. Still got that song in my head. Someone start singing something else in the chat. I need another song. I'll feel it somehow. Somehow I'll feel it. Oh yeah. In other news, if I don't win, I think I'll be the only player in my team who played their game and didn't win. We had one guy or girl, I always assume everyone's a guy, kind of old school online stuff, right? We had one player who didn't pitch for the game. They fell asleep, something. But besides them, everyone else did play their game and everyone else won. So even out of some pretty dodgy positions. So maybe there's some hope that that kind of luck stays with me as well. Maybe. I think this might actually be a thing here, to be honest. But I don't know. I have to kind of... Yeah, I don't know. It could be a terrible idea if they push past me. Like, normally you have this pawn kind of defended, so maybe the next move is even here to push up C just to get a pawn on this, keep a pawn on the D5 square. My knight getting over there is forever difficult. I can do like this, I guess. I can go here, and if they take, I could take back. But if I go here, they might just push my knight away, and then it's a pointless move. If I take and I attack them, actually, if I take now and I attack that pawn, and they defend it with the queen or something, and I attack it again, then they're probably going to end up pushing it, right? I'm gonna like worm my way into the back, but I don't know if it actually matters, unfortunately. My knight would be completely offside. My queen would be getting cut off because it can't come back through this pawn. Oh, disaster. Oh, terrible stresses. Is this a bad time to admit to my team that I basically want them to carry me throughout the season? Oops. I mean, I'd love to kind of go back Queen G6 honestly with this idea, but it's too obvious a move. There's no way White misses that if I do it, so I needed to have multiple purposes or be forced if they play like C5 for instance. At least there's a chance they'll miss the point then. Also the other thing with that then, if they do play C5 here, is that I could get my knight into the square. You tell me if it actually matters if I do that, but yeah. Alright. Okay. I mean, that pawn would just be kind of sitting there. I don't think it actually does anything. Unless I push both, which seems absolutely insane as well. Yo, boykies. What to do? Getting something on here would be good, but it seems pretty difficult to get done. Unless I just do this move now by myself. Or I take once. And if they take back, then I do this move. Oh, but then they just fork everything. I wonder actually, here, pick a knight, I don't know, I take the other knight. Take here, you take here. I guess I take back. It's just an equal trade. I get a slightly more silly pawn structure. I have zero presence in the middle of the board. Seems pretty terrible, to be honest. Actually, I'm wondering if I should just try and get c5 in. Can't get my knight there very easily. This is just so silly. How do you get your knight like 2 squares over? It's not impossible, but it's difficult. If I get here, I can get in here probably because they'll probably move their king. Maybe I should take one once. So bad. They can push. Oh, it's terrible. Okay, maybe a rook over to the d file. Yeah, I think it's time for us to speed up a little bit. I've spent so much time since basically move 0. I'm going to try to remember the opening of this incredibly misplayed gambit. Maybe I should turn this into a karaoke stream, just to deal with the, like, get some distraction, given that things are not going so well. Yeah, that song's still stuck. Oh man, I can't play any proper music I want because maybe it gets copyright striked. That would be unfortunate. That would be unfortunito. Oh, I actually have a question for anyone who is there or listens to this later. Um, if you happen to listen to the stream yesterday, I'd love to hear your. Oh shit! Taking the. Okay, what? I can like get a jump on the queen once, but it doesn't really help me too much, does it? Um. I wonder if this is a move I should try. Here. We'll get back to that point in a second. I gotta play some chess. Gotta play some chess. If they take... I guess this is the move that will be problematic for me. So I'm thinking, yeah, they can do this, and then there's no real pressure just yet. But they can push my queen off with this move. Unless I play a5, but that doesn't seem very smart. Kinda think I actually need to get my bishop back to the other diagonal now. Or I need to divert that knight. But I don't exactly know where I want it to go either way. Take once. I'm guessing they're going to take with a pawn, to be honest. And then I don't have this pawn, which is pretty bad for me, so... I can hit the queen. Doesn't really do too much. Maybe it goes here. Although, then I could get this in. Which is kinda, I wanna break up there. So I go here, they attack the knight, I guess. I play c5, they play a3. My knight's attacked, so I have to move it. Because if I take here, the knight's hanging still. So I run back. Then I've got 2 pawns here. If they take this way, my knight's attacked again. That's not good. Then I have to take here, and then this pawn hangs, unfortunately. Okay, this plan sucks. New plan. New plan. Maybe here, so if they take, I can take back with my knight. And if they push... Nope, that's terrible. Then if they push... Then I guess I could hit their queen again. Yeah, okay. I'm liking this move a lot more now. Over here. I'd be very happy if they push past. I think that would be great for me. So I'm almost certain they're going to do it. White has played pretty solid. Nothing too silly so far. This move also allows me to maybe get my bishop over to this diagonal. And I still have, if I still have this pawn, they can't push and close it. But I guess actually for that reason they might take... Push here. She's just a girl, but she's on fire. If you take here... Fortunately not. You get out of the way and I can't check you immediately. This trade looks pretty terrible to me. but maybe there's some reason for it. Two rooks on an opening board could be okay. If white gives me the chance, I'm going to play c6. It's pretty passive, but I can't. c5 doesn't work unless I play db first, because if I play c5 they take. Oh no, hang on, without the knight here it actually does work kind of okay, right? They take this way, I can take, they can't take again, they take this way. Yeah, then I have the time. Then I can take here first if I want to, and then take. So actually this is okay now. Now c5 works. And the knight was coming back here, it didn't work. I'm kind of expecting them to take that. Yeah, and this queen protects this pawn, and this knight protects this pawn. So my queen is not lined up on the correct pawn to take it. I need this rook over. What was I talking about? Oh, for anyone who watched last night, never mind, I was tired. It's okay, let's move on. Although speaking of, actually, Tomikoch, other streamer asked me if I wanted some company, because they were actually still around, and I said, no, I prefer doing it myself, kind of, I enjoy just doing it by me, but man, did I regret it later on. I was so tired. I was like, man, I wish there was someone here doing it with me. So, yeah, I showed me with that one. What am I actually planning here? I guess I'm waiting for them to move. Here's a move, here's a move, here, here, here. If they don't do anything. Although I think of those, c5 is maybe best. I feel like if we open up, maybe I'll redo my rooks, because currently this rook is not where it's supposed to be anymore. This was better. Short-sighted to put it over here. Fine, I'm looking at like crazy knight jumps here, so then I jump here, and then I don't know something, so I jump here, and then they push here. And I'm like, I can go back this way, but they'll have these pawns, so it's just getting more and more scary in the middle of the board, right? Yeah, having a d5 pawn is pretty important for my position, which is why I'm fairly certain they're going to cut it. Maybe they'll put a rook here first, in which case I think I have to go back. Yeah, this knight actually works well with the other rook to defend here. But if they do this, I guess I would get this move in first as well if I wanted it. Alright, looks like I've avoided making... Oh, okay, this is maybe something else. One or two of you may know, but I think actually it's gone a little bit under the radar. But I made a poker channel in our Slack, just hashtag poker, because I've been playing a little bit online, like micro stakes, super small. Again, recently, just it's always fun to like brush up and try and improve a skill, right? That's partly why I like chess so much. So I've been enjoying that a lot, but it's super lonely because there's no one else really there that, or not, at least I have no one else who's really like kind of doing the same thing, kind of learning and going through the motions of like improving and all that stuff. So it's really fun, but I am kind of looking around to see if I can find some other people who are doing this, or just kind of playing anyway. Maybe they're not, you know, at my beginner level, maybe they're far advanced, but it's a fun thing to learn. So Hoping I can find some people to chat with about that as well somewhere along the way. Although pretty soon I'm going to have absolutely no time. In a nice way. In a nice way. Pretty soon there's going to be a mini Flippy running around. Although at first I think he's basically going to be E.T. sleeping and making a mess. But yeah, that's going to be a big change. I'm actually wondering how's that going to work out. Streaming is very at home, so that's good. So if I have to stay up late at night, this kind of, you know, low tension talking, pretty simple to do. I could do this for a while, but I'm probably going to be so tired. I don't deal well with not sleeping well, so I don't know if I'd actually have the energy to do anything. Okay, so I think pretty sure that I have to take back with the knight here. My queen's the only thing protecting this right now, and if I take here, there's really no value. I lose this. This is also hanging. This is also hanging. Oh no, this is not hanging. Sorry, my queen's protecting it. I guess I could like hit their queen, and then I could like hit their queen again. So like another pawn for some whatchamacallit, for some activity, but I don't think this activity means much. So I think this is what I have to do. And I'm guessing the move to understand there is what happens after they play e4, pushing my knight away, pushing their 2 pawns in the center around. Can't go there because I get forked. Can go there, and it looks really kind of interesting, you know, towards the king. Not sure though. I can go instantly here, but unfortunately then I've already... Oh, hang on. If I do this, here, take here... Oh, then I have to do this. They move there. I take a pawn. Oh, then we're actually equal. That is worth considering for a second. So here, if they push... I don't even have to sack my queen though, actually. I can just take with the knight. That's actually a thing. Oh no, what am I talking about? They can just take the pawn this way. I'm like, oh my goodness. Just so sleeping on the job. Intense. Alright, I'm pretty sure it's a knight. I'm just going to take with the knight. Once they move, we'll figure it out. I'm pretty sure it's a knight capture. I also still have the option to play c6 to try and just kind of blunt this diagonal while this file to figure it out. If they push, is there any value to this? I guess the one thing about if they push here is that it opens up it closes the diagonal. So push here, and I'm guessing they're going to keep on pushing though, unfortunately. And then this again is closed off to me. Although in that case I can come and block it with my queen, which is kind of unfortunately silly. Probably have to come back instead. They take here. Where's my knight in this line? Here. My other pawn is here. I'm gonna check on the king, but it doesn't really matter. They also have these jumps now, which is unfortunate because I was too late to get the other pawn up. Yeah, I mean, if they put anything in this diagonal, I think... Actually, even if the push, I could still do this first. One second, we're dealing with me stealing all the power. Oh, that's the wrong one. There you go. Yes, okay. Alright, hang on, I kind of answered my own question here. If I go here, here, then they take there. get this, they have to push. Oh, and this line, here, if they take there, I can take once, and then I can take this pawn actually. And then they can take there, which is less fun for me. I can take here, they can take there. It's pretty terrible for me, to be honest. Oh, I can't take this one either. The knight's still there then. Oh, okay, never mind. They're pushing. Oh, they're jumping the knight in. There's not a lot of great spots for it. This one, I guess, would be the main one. And actually, I think partly for that reason, I might consider just going slightly sideways so I can put my... Or even down. No, then I jump into this. Here, maybe. No, because I want to protect this. So here might be the move. Because I want to hit this and mess up the pawn structure. This does nothing. That's just a random sack. Here maybe it's not too bad actually as well. They have to defend their queen first. If I go here and they just attack the thing, then I have to jump over here. It's not specifically good for me, I think. Here they can hit me again, very frustrating. Also threaten mate, not good at all. So maybe this might actually be the move of this, so I can stop this mate threat from happening. After they jump a knight in here, things are unfortunate though. It's actually looking a little bit like the move. Here they probably go over this way. I hit their queen. This way. Doesn't do anything good. Here I'm getting... Ah, let's just... No, that doesn't. Here, this works as well. That's terrible for me. Then I just have to take back. Oh, okay, thank you. So basically, none of these squares are any good because of that fork. Okay, so for that reason, this move is also shit. So maybe just back, and then they threaten mate, and I cry. Crying is known to be a very strong way to play. Here I can do this. Here I can also... No, then it forks. Oh my goodness, there's too many forks here. I can maybe just trade the queens. Just be like, screw it, let's trade some queens. They probably jump there. I go here. Don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. Oh man. So none of this, none of this. So basically, these are the moves I'm considering to support this bishop. This seemed kind of fun. I don't think it really... They can take this pawn. Well, I can take a desperado and then take here and here. Then they're also in my back line. That's not good. I can attack this one. Defending. There, this one's weak though. Oh, this is disgusting. Yeah, this move walks into this as well. Oh my goodness. So from this spot, so I basically have to go here. I think this is then the only move that makes any sense, which is unfortunate. I think this is the only move that doesn't walk into this knight jump or this knight jump. I think this is it. Still defend it here, although I don't think that matters too much. Here, this is kind of my main move here. I want to take control of the diagonal. I'm also threatening to take this knight, but you know, that's not really my threat, I guess. Oh, I guess I could do this and then I'd be able to get like a... maybe not. I could get like a perpetual. Yeah, I'm definitely at the level of being okay with a perpetual. Playing so poorly out of the opening. Yeah, I kind of want to sing some music, sing some songs. I feel like that'll be fun. For me. Maybe not for everyone listening. Maybe just for me. Anyway, yeah, so if anyone is playing online poker, live poker too, I guess, but online is obviously a little bit of a different situation. I'm not really gonna walk into a card room anytime soon, so anyone does that kind of stuff online, I'd be very interested to words, use your words. I'd be very interested to chat. Goodness me. Okay. Sorry, I was also just realizing that this still hits the bishop, and if I do this, then then my pieces get forked, which is very emotional. I guess here I have this move first, but I don't know if it actually matters. Like here, I hit it and he's hitting everything. This is still, in any situation, this is a move. I think I have to go back. This knight outpost is terrible. Yeah, I absolutely need to get the rook over here ASAP to help support up here, although after the knight jumps I'm just gonna sitting on it, aren't I? Trying hard to lose, not to lose my not to lose my bishop, but it looks almost impossible. Here, absolute trash because that hits my queen. Otherwise I just have to like pull it back, super passive, cry myself to sleep. This knight also would have maybe preferred to go there. Oh, I think one of the knights is just coming in, and it's just not fun for me, to be honest. Maybe this is a diagonal to consider putting my bishop on. It's gonna get pushed though. Here. Debatable if that's any good. This is kind of a fun one now. But they can just push it away again. Oh, I guess here I can get like a perpetual kind of thing in. I go here, I go here, they come down, I go here, they go somewhere else. further back maybe even out. Yeah, here. The queen would have to go here. Not really sure how I would make use of that though. I think the answer is I wouldn't. Yep, here we go. Alright, with the other knight though. So I can just trade this off now. And just not have a knight. And then I can get a... If I do this, this happens and I cry myself to sleep. Take. Yeah, to get here. I don't think my rook should be behind though. All the way back, or just back here. Oh, I think it's time to say goodbye to my bishop. I can save it, but I don't know if it helps me to save it, to be honest. Oh, they would take here. If I jump now, they could take another pawn. There's just no value. There's nothing of value to this. Oh man, I don't want to give up the bishop and literally just down a bishop. Down a pawn with nothing. And I think this might have to be the way to go. It's that or this, and I think this is just... What are we doing? They push anyway, the pawn's hanging. At least with this I get their knight to go away for a second. Here. Yeah. I don't think there's much to it. I think I have to just... Goodbye, my bishop. Goodbye, my bishop. Goodbye, my friend. You have been grossly misused. I apologize deeply. I would be pretty surprised, yeah, if you didn't take with your knight. Alright, I get a move. This knight's coming back, which is very frustrating. But I can do this, stabilize my knight there. I can bring out my other rook for if and when that's useful. So I wonder if I should try and get this in. Here. Oh, but they're just gonna push my knight away at the right moment, and then I guess I do think actually this is the move. This is the move. There's some silliness over there potentially. Yeah, pretty sure this is where we go. C6. Curl up into a ball and cry. I don't know if you guys can hear the TV in the background, but I do not feel at peace or accepted by my chess pieces. I feel like I have grossly misused them, and I have to apologize to all of them. If I get a draw, I will feel lucky. I'm still hoping there might be a way to, like, because my queen is over here, there might be a way to force some kind of something over here, but this is the line I was looking at. Check, and if they go there, then like I've just kind of got nothing, right? Hitting the knight, they defend it. Or maybe there I can actually... No, because they would take... None of this does anything. Alright, but I do think we're going to put the other rook on the e-file. Because this is the move that's most scary in general. I could do this. I prefer this because I feel like there might at least be some kind of... something. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, they're just preparing for the exact move anyway. Here, 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 they push again. Oh, if they push again also, they're opening up the diagonal. Dangerinos for me here. Then I can go up here. Oh, that might actually be pretty good for me. So I might actually kind of let them get this in here. I'd have to place... I have to play g6. It's, unless I play h6 early to hit the knight. So the line I was looking at was here, 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 and this, which hits my queen and also hits here, so I kind of have to... I have to trade. Alternatively, I'd do this early, and then same line, they don't have this knight jump, which is kind of a big deal. So although it seems a little bit silly, I think I might actually not put my rook in the middle just yet. I might just stop them from having knight g5. And then hope that I could drum up something sneaky while they're trying to attack down the middle with their pawns. Which I think is almost definitely happening. Unless they feel like taking things slow with one of these, or maybe this. Actually, that would spoil my fun as well, because I'm hoping in that line to put my queen over here. So. Yeah. Might go over here, actually. I can jump on that. Nope. And they fork me, crying. Oh, that would be bad for me as well. Very bad. I can't get back to defend the rook. Oh, I don't have to. They'd only have one to... Okay, so I'd actually just be able to... Okay, hello. Didn't expect this, though. Unexpected. Okay. Not sure how I feel about that, to be honest. I want to get my knight over at some point, but maybe I should do this first. Open up this diagonal seems pretty silly. There's almost certainly going to be a queen on that square at some point. Alright, I can hit your queen for a single. Just for a tickle. I feel like this is the move. Or I have to move my queen and do something. This doesn't matter to me. Kicking this knight away. There's nowhere good to take my knight until they attack it, which is kind of the only move I've been waiting for. So maybe just get this over here. Here. They can start getting sneaky. I can still go back to defend here at least. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go do this. Yeah, this kind of spoils my fun big time, because now they can also move the f-pawn, which means their queen can defend sideways. It's all bad news. Bad news and downhill. Come on, Mr. Puppet, make a mistake somewhere. Okay, I should be very specific. Make a mistake I can recognize. Because it might be they've made some mistakes, but I wouldn't even know, so... Would you be surprised if played f5 in this position? I would... I don't know, would I actually be surprised at this point? Would I play here? It's super scary. Maybe I would do this so I can take there. And then there. f5. Here. Oh, maybe this is something I should look at. No, they need to play f5 for that pawn to be weak. What am I saying? Yeah, this also stops my knight from doing some acrobatics, you know? Which seemed like it might be useful, but maybe doesn't do anything anyway. I could bring a rook out. Don't think it matters. Yup. Pearling in a ball. What a great strategy. My wife is watching Love is Blind. What country or series, or what is it? USA. Love is Blind USA in the background. Every now and then I'm like, I catch a snippet of the conversation. I'm personally not a big fan of reality TV, but she does enjoy quite a bit of it. Okay. I don't like this at all. I guess I'm supposed to just move my queen now, so that if they push, I can just kind of get out of the way and take back with my rook. Not a fan at all. I could also just sack the rook. Sack the exchange. Just for the fans, you know? I mean, no, actually this doesn't work. What am I talking about? My queen and my king is still protecting it, so if they make me move and they take, I just take, and that happened. Here, they're coming to attack my stuff. Backwards pawn, can't protect everything, life is terrible. Cry. I think I might do this anyway though. Even if it forces me to trade, I feel like that position without the queens is probably easier to take care of. And as soon as they push, this one becomes weaker. So here, I take back. I have to protect this. Can I move this? Oh, here, I can put this here. That's not very good though, is it? I can't protect my knight from over there. That's a silly move. Don't blow it to Camelot, it is a silly place. Walk into a fork. Seems fun. Getting out of the way early to go here seems like a thing. here to go here. To go here, hitting the queen, getting onto that square maybe. I do like that, to be honest. Of all my I don't have any moves, that seems like the interesting one. I got this as well, I guess. I don't know if that really matters. When they go in here, what are we doing? Not much. I have a lot of the attackers on this square, I don't like it. Alright, I don't know. What else have I got? I can put my knight over here. Okay, maybe just this knight move in general seems kind of good. Getting out of it before they push. Getting on this side. Yeah, but they're covering here. Otherwise here to just to kick that knight already. This might still be a good move anyway. Yeah, we trade. They defend their pawn. What do? I kick the knight and walk in, I guess. Bring my knight around. Maybe I should just be going for this. Trying to force a queen trade. Give up on my own attack. Emotional. What if I do this and they go here anyway? I don't know. Push stuff around, I guess. Yeah, let's go. Oh, I guess if I jump here, I can take back with my knight as well. I don't actually... Do I want to take and open up this file? Probably not, though. I'm going to have to defend a lot, and I can't. So, okay, I can't actually take the queen. I have to just attack it twice so that it takes me. Oh, this might actually... Oh, I should have looked at this. Here, into here, would have actually been pretty good. Getting rid of their knight. Okay. Whoops. I should have looked at this jump earlier. Here. Maybe they come attack my pawn. I don't know really. Take with the rook, take with the queen, take with the pawn. It's not good. Just jump. I should have considered the knight trade-off first. Still, 'tis a game. 'Tis a game. We are still technically only a pawn down, so how bad can it be? Pretty bad. This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. Alright, I think I can still kind of combine this jump here, maybe come back here. Seems like it could be a thing. Ooh. Here you take me, I take back, you push, then I take your knight so you can't. Here you move, then I fork. Well, then I attack your knight, I guess. Okay. I can also go here, I guess, but that doesn't force anything to happen. I like that slightly less. I think this move just kind of forces the action in a way that's good for me. here, they go over there. If I go here and they take my pawn, I take their knight, they take back. I take, they take here, I take. I'm losing so many pawns in that case. That's just why I didn't like this move originally, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Maybe I have to do this now. Make them jump their knight away. And then like just move my queen in. Just blockade. You shall not pass. Although then they've got this and my knight is pinned to my king, so probably a terrible move. Shit, I didn't remember this one so well. I can't defend my knight in any meaningful way. This pawn is under attack. Shit. Maybe this one? If I go here, they take this, right? So that doesn't work. What if I just jump this way then? If they go here, I go back. Yeah, so maybe this is my move in the end. And here I can still take. Oh no, that knight hangs. Okay, going for it. The only small bonus in this situation is the fact that they're pushing into my pawns means that my king might be able to do something. Whereas their king is irrelevant still at that point, so maybe it helps me keep things together. Maybe. There's always hope. Or not. Not always hope. Come on, boys. We gotta keep this. We gotta keep this. I wonder, I mean, a pawn down is still holdable in many situations, so... Oof, I wonder if this is still holdable. I mean, it's not losing, right? It's just worse the whole way through. I'm very much taking with my rook, I think. If I take with my pawn, then this knight is basically never going away until I attack it myself. Take here. Oh, okay, avoiding the trade, hitting my... Yeah, okay, at least I kind of saw this, right? So here I've got this, which attacks them again and also defends my pawn. I don't think it gives them as many options as they would like. Okay, I'm looking fine. So I'm going here, they go like here, I jump here, forking these two. They take my pawn, I take their knight, they take my queen, I take their queen, they take my knight, I take their rook, they take back, and I can take this pawn. And I'm down 2 pawns. No, I'm still down a pawn, but I'm also down kind of a pawn structure because these guys are weak. So that'll be problematic. I'd have to kind of like either give up an attack or I don't know, something else. Already gave up an attack. Alright, I think this is what's going to happen though. I can attack them, but then they go there and then there's nothing else for it. I can hit the rook, but it doesn't help. If I go here, they can defend that in a million ways, so that doesn't help much. Yeah, okay, we're just gonna go for it. Oh man, I think I have to go to the bathroom in a second. Right as we enter my time scramble. Maybe it's a good time to go to the bathroom right before it's time scramble. I will be right back. I'm going to put the music slightly louder to signify there is no talking. 2 seconds. Hang on, I had like a be right back sign for my face, didn't I? 1 second, where's my be right back sign? Be right back. Be right back. Is it working? No. Be right back. How about now? No. No. I don't know what I just did, but it was terrible. Alright, be right back doesn't exist. I will be right back. Alright, we're back. Hang on, didn't they just... Is my mic working? It is. Didn't they just repeat? Are we repeating? Or are they just unhappy with the move they picked the first time? Let's find out. As I said earlier, I don't actually want to take their queen because it opens up the B file, which is harder to protect. So I might actually play here now to threaten this. There you go, here. Here, maybe they move it forward, I go here. They have to give their king some lift. Then I can do this. Are we drawing? I guess my team's going to be disappointed with me, but I think I'm going to take the draw since I've just completely wrecked this opening. I don't think I can find a great way to progress here, so maybe I'll just... Oh, I'm pretty sure I'm higher rated as well, because I think I'm like in the top end of this board's category of rating. I mean, it's different across teams, right? But I'm probably a bit higher rated, so no rating points, but I don't think there's a great way for me to continue here. The other moves I could consider is just moving up my rook like this, but I don't know what the point of that is really, to be honest. I could also just... No, I can't sack the B pawn. My whole queen side falls apart, I lose. If white's not going to find a bit of continuation, I'm just going to take the draw. there is still this, which we looked at earlier, where I could also do this and just kick their queen out again. I liked this one because it looked kind of forcing, you know. So here, take. Okay, I guess this is a draw then. GG. Alright, I didn't even take any time to accept that. Given how terrible I played, I think I got away kind of lucky. And now I can come over. Hey! Hello everyone. Let me actually just go to the other view so we can see the board and I can go out of Zen mode. Ah, oh, GG. Oh, I lost 1 rating point. No! Made that one difficult for myself. Oh, I don't actually think Gilbert is here. Interesting, they're just gone. So the Mano El Papito game ends in a draw, as all good games are supposed to, I guess. Evening everyone, thank you very much for coming past to watch. This is now going to enter the let's see how wrong I was about the theory at the start phase of the game. I did ask... Oh, here they are. Awesome. Thanks. B3 was a nice surprise. And I totally forgot the move order for my Gambit line. Your mic's still not working. I'd be curious to hear if you've seen this line and also why you felt a draw was fine at the end. Let's see if Gilbert can give us a few comments. I'm also going to look at, I think, the opening book briefly, and I'm also going to look at the analysis, and we can all maybe just learn how this line's supposed to go, since I clearly didn't do it very well. Oh, that's a pretty good amount of chat, guys. Thank you very much. I'm going to have to read a lot of this later on. I don't want to lose because I've probably said it up front. I might be the only one to actually lose a game. Thankfully, I didn't. What's the rules regarding talking and moves? Our cinema show, you are welcome to do whatever the hell you want in chat. I take it upon myself not to read chat during the game, so there's no problems. There's no rule, up to you in the streamer. Yeah, you guys do your thing. I don't emote only mode. I haven't even tried to put that on, so don't worry about that. Let's see. Gilbert still hasn't responded. Bishop g4 loses a piece. Yeah, I literally probably, as I was moving and I was like, hang on, I think I'm missing something. Oh man. Yeah. Move confirmation. No, was it? Did I let go of the piece already? Maybe I did. Maybe I did let go of the piece. In which case, yeah, fair enough. I obviously relied on move confirmation for actually having to click it. So that was a bit of a bonus for me this time. Yeah. Kicked around. Okay, I'm gonna read all of this properly later on, guys. I think I'm just gonna get to the analysis myself now quickly. Gilbert is not responding, so let's just hang over to the analysis board quickly. Oh, Feet, you are just so good all round. Oh, Gilbert, not my proudest draw. Hey, not my proudest. Oh, proudest opening. Any comments on knowing the line up to where I messed up? Also, why you decided on a draw? For clarity, if I was white, I definitely would have played on. I can't resist trying to play for a win. Okay, let's run through the theory quickly. Hey Martin, thanks for coming around, man. As the board is now, who's on top? I was losing the entire game. As you can see here, I was just worse the entire game by 1 or 2. Gilbert definitely shouldn't have drawn, but maybe they weren't sure how to play for a win. I don't really know B3, I'm winging it. Nice. Okay, so no theory, just chess. Okay, so it looks like both of us were a little bit out of theory. Let's just quickly see what my line was supposed to look like, because it is actually a really cool line. So the point of this is that I'm going to sack my e-pawn. So this move here sacks the e-pawn, right? Because the knight is pinned. and then after you take it, I attack your bishop, and your other bishop is on the attack, so you have to take my knight. And then here there's kind of two moves. I personally, if I was white, I think I would probably play bishop e2, to be honest, but g3 is the move that Gilbert played, and also I think the move that most people play here in the Masters database, you can see as well. Gilbert says exactly, I wasn't sure about taking the e-pawn, to be honest. It's a gambit line, but I forgot the theory immediately after. Okay, so so they played the main line, which is great, and oh, it is h5. Oh, okay, so not what I did. Here's what the line looks like basically. Here, and then I don't know. You can pick one of these. Let's see what's on Leech's database. What's the best one? Okay, h4, right, and then I can break here, and I can also push up. So maybe I push to try and crack open. If you know not to take, that's pretty good. Then I develop. As we go, if you play h3 here, then I push your bishop out of the way first, and then I bring my queen out. Yes, yes, yes. And then I'm attacking that pawn in here, and if you go here, then I take it, which is very bad for you. If you bring your queen out, which is another move, then I start going for that side of the board. So what am I missing about bringing my other bishop out then? Maybe is this the line that I'm thinking about? Yeah, I think this is the line I'm thinking about, which is the queen isn't even involved. I don't know, this is so bad. About the draw I miscounted, but that shows that the draw chance me to lose game. Oh, hang on. Gilbert says about the draw they miscounted, but that shows that the draw was a good idea for me anyway. Oh, okay, interesting. I think there would have been a very reasonable chance for me to lose the endgame, and we didn't want to lose 08. Oh, fair. I was just hanging in there till the end. Not my proudest draw either. But beggars can't be choosers. Beggars can't be choosers. Can't be choosers. I totally bombed the theory. Yeah. GG. Jeez. Alright, yeah, okay, so I completely messed up. Instead I played queen up. Okay, it's a terrible move. Okay, and 3 people have made this mistake in the filter that I'm using. Fair enough. Okay, and then I'm supposed to just retreat and cry about it. I didn't even retreat the way that most people do. Okay. Oh, I should just be like, alright, mistake made, just run all the way back. Alright, fair enough. Oh man, would have been annoying if I had missed something big. Oh yeah. It's constantly a bit better. Gilbert is mentioning that they were just kind of always slightly better, and so they didn't miss some big tactic or something, so yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Played safe-ish. Upper pawn in white. Seems solid, no weaknesses. Yeah, I've just had a smooth game, right? No problems from white side. They just had a good time. There was no concern for them about losing. So, all right. And Gilbert does mention. I'll do a very short stream tomorrow night quickly just to like recap on round 1. But my team, not me, but my team has done very well this first round, making the what's our team name? Flippy Floppy International Network proud. So here you go, this is our team's final result with the chat box completely obscuring everything. Make it a bit bigger, there we go. 6.5. So all my teammates won except our Rick Schultz. I don't actually know how to pronounce this. Their nick online. I'm not even gonna try. They apparently didn't wake up in time, unfortunate. Alright, so good stuff for us. Great domination starting. I'll actually show you quickly. Barbie, I've adopted your picture that you gave us for our team logo. Where can I see it? Over here. Let me just go try to find the. Here we go. This is the team logo. So this is where we all hang out in my team. So yeah. Anyway, jokes aside, thank you very much for everyone who came past to have a look. I am very happy that I didn't lose, considering how badly I opened up the game. And looking forward to recapping the first round and getting into round 2 tomorrow night. So thanks again for watching, and appreciate my opponent as well. It was a fun game. I really enjoyed what they did with their bishop on g4. Oh yeah. They're saying HV g4 seemed like at least an option worth considering. Yeah, but I actually would have been happy if they pushed their kingside pawns. Anyway, I think that's going to be it. We're going to call it. Thank you very much, and see you guys all in the next stream, I guess, since I'm not recording anything recently. Although I do believe that there is a video coming out still, one more, next week. Final boss for the FIDE rated tournament. That was a really fun tournament. So if you're looking for some more content, go have a look at my first FIDE rating series I put up just recently. Alright. GG's and see you. I just looked at my light instead of the camera. Clearly very tired. See you guys. Bye bye.